Fun to watch as there will be plenty of passing to go around. Both teams rank in the top 10 in pass yards. It's the Texans going up against the Broncos. On the call here tonight, let's send it out to our guys in the booth. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Tonight, we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Little motion now from the tight end. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And I don't want to say that this offense starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas, but sometimes it starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas.
There's no reason you can't say it if it's the truth. He is the alpha and the omega of the receiving corps.
Second down, 9 yards to go. They run it again with Anderson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
When it comes to J.J. Watt, we're about out of superlatives, aren't we? So let's just make this simple. One of the best to ever play the game.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Lynch. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Good use of the pass there to pick up the 1st down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. And there's a flag on the play. Here's Dixon. Well, a good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Lynch looking to throw on second. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
C.J. Anderson may not be a Pro Bowl runner, but he knows how to run big in big games.
Yeah, he sort of sealed the Super Bowl for them in the fourth quarter. Big game against the Patriots last year on a Monday night, but only 720 yards all told in 2015. On second down, Lynch. That is caught inside the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And the offense in a great spot. It's first and goal from the 3. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. So now it's first and goal. They'll run it with Dixon. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Let's go! 319! 319!
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. And there's a flag on the field. First down, Osweiler. Caught left side, Hopkins. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
Now Osweiler drops it to Blue, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Brandon Marshall, no, not the wide receiver, a quality linebacker who can cover very well.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
2nd and 10 now. Osweiler. That is incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Good play there to step in and knock that one away by Chris Harris.
Who said that he couldn't play in the NFL?
Not me.
Hey, not you. A lot of scouts did, a lot of people undrafted, and has turned himself into a Pro Bowl cornerback, one that really knows how to play the position.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
In the backfield is Anderson. And they'll give it to him here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And the big tight end shifting around. Now it's Lynch. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. They go play action here on 1st down. Finding time. He sets to fire deep. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. It's Lynch. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here we go now. Green 39.
The tight end changing his position. They give it to Anderson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. J.J. Watt there on the tackle for a loss. Of course, last year's Defensive Player of the Year.
And we love saying his name, don't we? J.J. Watt. How about all that production, too? 29 tackles for loss in 2015.
And second place only had 23. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Detroit!
On second down, Lynch. And he's got it, complete to Fowler. And he's brought down after a good game. Give him 30 yards there. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Hurry up, here we go.
Green, the tight end, in motion. From the red zone now, here's Lynch on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
4 down. Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Lynch looking to throw on second. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Chris Moore was the intended target. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Set. Watch it now, Barney.
Be ready.
All right, now, look at Gun. Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, look at Leopard.
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points. But they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Again on 2nd and 10 now. It's Osweiler. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 10. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Not only was that a 3-and-out, it was a third straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go. Blue, landing.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Lynch to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Hurry up, here we go.
On second down, Anderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
The slot man in motion right. On second down, here's Lynch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going for the deep ball. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now it's Dixon. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, now, Barney. All right, now, let's go.
Watch the twist.
Detroit.
Watch the twist.
Detroit.
On 3rd down, Lynch. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. Johnson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Osweiler. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
All right, now, look at 56.
On third down, Osweiler. And this is caught at the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. On is Nick Novak now for the Texans field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go. Number 19. No. Check. Patriot.
On second down, Lynch. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, You take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. From the shotgun, Osweiler. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on 1st down. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
To throw is Osweiler. And his throw is incomplete. This is the running back, Blue. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
So 2 first-half field goals now for a guy who, and you hate to give him the tag a journeyman, but it's fair to say, Charles, he's been around in his career.
Yeah, it's more have-leg will travel for him. He is a guy that's bounced around a bit, but he can still stroke him when called upon, just as he did right there.
They start the drive with Anderson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throwing here, Lynch on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. In the backfield is Anderson. He's going to get the football. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Nice play, baby, nice play.
So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5.
Watch that in.
Let's go. Blue, Leopard.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 5 yards to go.
All right, here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Lynch. Penalty marker is down here. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Tight right. Now let's go. Green, 39. Over.
They'll throw on first down with Lynch. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howell. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They've got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. That one goes for 24 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now let's go.
2nd and 10, it's Lynch again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. On the carry, this is Blue. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Fresh set of downs here.
Watch it now. Take that in, Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. All right, here we go. 10.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Looking deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target. Deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Play action. It's Osweiler. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Touchdown, Houston. Braxton Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. On the return, here's Dree Archer. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they'll get 17 yards there. And it'll give the Broncos a first down. In the backfield is Anderson. And he'll get it up the middle. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. On second down, Lynch. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
So second and 10 here. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Anderson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here we go now.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now it's 2nd and 7.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go.
Lynch looking to throw on second. And Green with a catch left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this, after that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's Blue. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And on 2nd and 10 now. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. It's complete to Fuller. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe he's going to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
A gain of 32 that time.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll run it here with Hunt. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football, and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
They run with blue, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Choices. On the road, do you go for the 3 or do you go for the touchdown? I know what I would do. I'm on the road in this position. I'm going to get 6 right now.
So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
This is taken to the 13. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note,
this is caught inside the 15. A big play there on 3rd down for the Broncos. 64 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can... work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 1st down and goal to go from the 7th. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. They run. Anderson. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin. A dime look defensively. Big play coming on 3rd and goal.
They can still blitz out of this look.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Lynch to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2. They'll run forward with Anderson. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
So bad. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Second and 10 now. It's Lynch. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And let's discuss Osweiler a little bit further. Obviously, an interesting journey for him to get here to Houston.
Groomed in Denver and actually got to play some before he ended up making his departure to Houston. But after the Broncos won the Super Bowl, I think he was in search of his own team and his own destiny as maybe a Super Bowl quarterback. They gave him a great opportunity, and he took advantage of it and headed to be a Texan.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Osweiler on second down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans use this short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is right through. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Detroit! All right, now look at 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll be first down, Denver.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
In the backfield is Anderson. And now Lynch. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensive.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Throwing, Osweiler. He's going to go for a big play. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And the mile-high air in full effect. That's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And oh, Demaryius Thomas, what a catch there. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game. A really nice read by the offense. They caught the defense not covering the middle of the field, went to the post route, and found the receiver wide open for a nice gain.
A dump off to Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Simeon can't find anyone open. Now he'll escape to his left. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
C.J. Anderson, the intended target. And that'll bring up a second and goal. Second down following the incompletion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Kenneth Dixon with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other two-thirds, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Now McManus for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On second down, here's Osweiler. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Texans will extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Now Simeon looking deep for Demarius. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go again, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They go again with Blue. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On the sneak, Osweiler. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Here we go now.
This time, Osweiler will throw. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Osweiler. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. In the backfield is Anderson. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Leopard.
They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. They'll look to throw here. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Halfback sent in motion. Simeon. Backing up. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Now they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Simeon. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. The drive starts with a run by Blue. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Osweiler's going to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation, the opportunity. They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in hours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. And the back goes into motion.
No, check, Patriots!
They'll look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and wind down some clock here with Anderson. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a one-yard gain. On the right side, this is Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And getting set to take the field. This remains a one-point game. The defense did their job. Now the offense here late, they just need to kind of hold on, seal this victory.
And the defense did it so well, didn't they? Didn't allow any points and got the ball back for their offense in order to close out this game. What a great feeling for both sides of the ball.
It'll be a better feeling if the offense can just seal this thing. We'll see if they can do it.
You trying to say the defense doesn't want to go back out there again?
That's correct.
Okay.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. They begin with a carry for Blue. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw. He's got Fuller. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route?
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. And Denver getting set to take the field.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Watch it now, Barney.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll set up a throw. And left side here, it's Graham. And he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come up in an offset eye. And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They'll try and run again with blue. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So now it's all up to the kicker, Nick Novak. And did it get there? Yes. Boy, he didn't get much of that at all. He tucked it just between the crossbar and the left upright. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And coming out now, the Broncos. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
No. Check. Patriots.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive.
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. No, I ain't trying to sin, yeah. Pray to the Lord, Daddy, let me in. I'm breaking in. Breaking in.